Sorry.
Are you adjusting your support to Ukraine after the events this weekend in Russia?
So we are together with the European Union, NATO allies have provided unprecedented support, and we are stepping up. Just over the last weeks, we have seen new announcements from EU, but also from NATO allies, of additional support, and also the training of the F-16 pilots have started.
I would like to say that what we have seen during the last weekend is in contrast with the very strong EU unity and NATO EU unity. This is a very important point. Additional element, I have the occasion is today to meet with the opposition leadership in Belarus. We are also following closely what's happening in this country.
Sorry.
There's criticism that the EU is punishing Prime Minister Kurti and embracing President Vučić too much. Do you share that criticism?
I want to be very clear. We fully support all the efforts made together with this good cooperation with NATO by the High Representative Borrell. And I would like to say that we also support the idea, as soon as possible, to organize a conference with some EU member states very active in order to support all the mediation efforts in close coordination with the United States, because we feel that the recent months we have seen some difficulties becoming reasons for escalation, and I think that time is come to have a global approach. Time is come to make clear steps in direction of the normalization, and it's very important because you know that on the EU side we would like also to do our best for the Western Balkans together with the Western Balkans.
Would there be new security guarantees for Ukraine?
Sorry?
The Ukraine wants security guarantees until NATO or EU membership. Should there be new security guarantees for Ukraine?
Well, at the NATO summit we will address Ukraine's membership aspirations, and I'm absolutely confident that the NATO allies will send a very strong message of support to Ukraine. We also have to remember that all NATO allies agree that NATO's door is open. This is demonstrated recently by inviting Finland and Sweden to become members of the alliance. We also agree that Ukraine will become a member of the alliance, and we agree that it is not for Russia but for the NATO allies and Ukraine to decide when the time is right to extend a full invitation for Ukraine to join. The most important thing and the most immediate and urgent task is to support Ukraine, to ensure that Ukraine prevails as a sovereign, independent nation in Europe, because unless we are able to do that, there is no membership issue to be discussed at all. And let me also mention that this is also where an area where we see a link with the European Union, because of course the EU decision to grant Ukraine candidate status, of course, also has an impact on the discussions which are taking place within NATO.
Yes, please.
Discuss the preliminary assessment of reports. How optimistic you are?
On Georgia,
Ukraine, and Moldova.
This is very clear, and I would like to repeat again
How
that
optimistic you are to grant candidate status to Georgia this year and open discussions for future membership?
the European Commission will issue a report after the summer, and based on that report on enlargement, and based on that report, the European Council will take decisions by the end of the year. Probably it will be in December. On Georgia, we welcome the recent steps made in Georgia, and we will do everything to support the Georgian efforts, but we will see what will be the report after the summer, and a lot will depend on Georgia. The implementation of the recommendations will be key to allow the European Council to take decisions with regard with Georgia by the end of the year. Merci. Thank you.
Thank you so much.